And Eric Gleason, I need to turn to you because right now, I can give you an example of a business, actually a scientific endeavor right here on this island that wanted to start a new business. They did all the right things. They went through public hearings. They followed all the rules that the state sent out for the last 7 years, yet they are not doing business today because of perhaps lack of political will. If you want to do business here in this state, you need to understand the political vagaries of what goes on. And the question is, does NextEra have the internal fortitude to stick out what needs to be stuck out if you really want to do business here? Because it's way more than your technical capabilities, clearly.
I hope so.
This had to have been a little bit of a surprise to you.
Yeah, it was a little bit of a surprise to us. I mean, we tried to do our homework. We've been coming here for a few years now. And one of the things we've done over the years is asked, sort of like with the idea of mainland companies coming over here, what are the good examples, what are the not so good examples? By the way, I should say under good examples, we've got some folks here from First Hawaiian Bank, and that's often cited to me as a positive example. And one of the examples that was cited of a major infrastructure project where the proponents did everything right and was a model to emulate if you want things to go smoothly was TMT. So you can imagine our concern at learning that even when you do everything right, it doesn't necessarily work out for you okay. So we've always appreciated that energy is important here. We've always appreciated that people in Hawaii want to be very involved in charting their energy future, that the expectation for business is very high, that you're under a microscope here, that the Hawaiian Electric companies are very important. So we understood all that, but you're right. I mean, it's more political than we'd anticipated. In terms of our intestinal fortitude, time will tell. The merger agreement requires us to go through this process. We're committed to it. It's a legal commitment. We don't have any second thoughts about it either. I'm still an optimist. My optimistic view is we'll get through this. We'll find a way to find the common ground with the consumer advocate and other parties. And ultimately the commission will approve it. I'm hopeful. I'm not presuming. And if we do that, then I think where we need to get to is Hawaiian Electric is viewed as a local company, and I'm hopeful that people will forget who NextEra Energy is, and they'll be focused on Hawaiian Electric. And then, it'll still be a high-profile business in Hawaii, and the expectations will be high, but at least you won't have this additional overlay of concern about, what does it mean, someone coming from the mainland.